Hey, it's John at Tinderbox Arts. So if you're new to the RT and you're starting to do some of your own maintenance on it, you may be wondering how to get the front end off of the ground so you can work on it. Sometimes you need to remove a wheel to get a new tire on, or you're messing with the brakes or the forks or whatever it is. You need to get the front end off the ground. Now, these bikes, the RT as well as the GS, very similar, have a center stand installed, which is great, and that'll get the rear of the bike off the ground, but you still have the front. So it is very easy to pivot on that center stand. I'm going to show you how in a second. But there's just two things I want to mention right up front. One is you got to be careful when you're pivoting on that center stand. If you're really doing some rough work, really yanking on the bike to get components off or whatever it is, there's a possibility you could pull the whole bike forward and collapse the bike. So be careful about that. You may need to tie, some rope to the bottom of that center stand to something solid like an engine crash bar or something like that, but generally it's not a problem. And of course the other issue is balance. So if you're going to work on this bike, let's say you take the front wheel off, that relieves a lot of weight from the front and all the weight's going to go to the back now. So, and same thing if you take a rear wheel off or whatever it is you're taking off, you got to be careful about that balance. So what I do sometimes if I'm working on a bike, I'll get the front end off the ground, and then if the rear wheel is off, I'll put something here, a block of wood, something just to prevent the bike from just dropping suddenly on me. So just be careful about that. Now, let's talk about how you get this thing off the ground. Very simple. All you really need are a block of wood. In this case, I have just a piece of 3/4 inch plywood. That's fine. You don't need anything too heavy. But a piece of 2x4 or 2x6, whatever, that's fine. Something like that. And then you need a scissor jack. And scissor jacks, if you don't have one in a car that you own already, because a lot of them come with that, you can go to a junkyard and buy one for nothing. You can buy at like Harbor Freight or something like that. They're very inexpensive and they're handy to have around. So a simple scissor jack is all you need. Now let me get you close up underneath the engine block, which is what I want to show you. So I'm going to get underneath here. All right, so here's a shot underneath the bike. So what you see here are crash bars, all right? So not every bike is going to have those. But down here is what I really want to show you, which is the cooling ribs of the bottom of the engine block. And you can lift from here without any problem. It's actually not that much weight, but you just got to be cautious. Sometimes you have an oil filter over here that might be hanging down lower or whatever, so just be careful about that. But by and large, you can lift right from this point here. So we're going to put our block of wood right under here, in between the engine crash bars if you have them. I generally don't like to lift from here, so I'll lift by the block of wood from this area here. So I just wanted to show you a close-up what that looks like. All right, so here we are with the scissor jack in place, a block of wood. And that's all you got to worry about. So you have the block of wood in between the crash bars. That's where I like to put it. And with that scissor jack set, you really don't even need that lever there. You can literally do this by hand. That's how little weight is on here. Watch this. Bike's already off the ground. Look at this. So that's really all you need. There's not a lot of weight there. And you can pivot right on that center stand. Now, is there enough room here to get the front wheel out, for example? You may need to remove the rear wheel first because in order to pivot this enough to drop this whole thing down, usually you're going to have to give yourself some extra room there. But this is how easy it is to raise and lower this thing. That pivot point is just perfectly balanced there. And this is perfectly safe. I've never had any issues. Like I said, if you're really yanking on it, then you want to put some reinforcement there. And then to drop this thing back down, I'll just turn it back down. Simple as that. So it works really well. And these scissor jacks are really handy to have around anyway. I use it for other things as well. So get yourself one of those if you don't have one, and it's as simple as that.